I've been minding my skin, it's getting thicker, laying my feelings bare. I listen to Dionne Fisher. I'm seeing the bigger picture, to see and believing bigger, acknowledging gifts and all of my blessings. I'm seeing Christmas. When you see me, know I could've just been a product of my environment. Wishing but not desiring, wanting early retirement. Always had direction, so I would rather be Simon. Peers would undermine it, really they just admired it.
Welcome back to another episode of At Your Big Age. I'm of course your host Dionne.
And I'm coughing. Wow. Let me clear my throat. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm Kieron. That was, wow.
And this week we are joined by none other than Kardo of the Talk Your Truth podcast,
That's
co-owner of the very studio that we sit in today. Can we give him a round of applause?
Appreciate it, man. I much appreciate it. Am I allowed to clap myself?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
How are you all today?
I'm all right. I'm tired, man. I'm always tired, to be fair. I think that's a running theme. Tired.
Kardo, how you doing?
I'm marvellous. I feel marvellous.
Good. That's what we like to hear. Also, off camera, we have Jonas. Now, Jonas is the mastermind genius music producer extraordinaire that has provided Love Laid Bare with all of their backing tracks with their theme music. So give a shout out to Jonas.
Thank you.
Jonas is also a very big supporter of the Love Laid Bare platform.
Massive.
And at Be Your Big Age show. So again,
1000%.
how are you doing, Jonas?
I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be here.
Good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a kind of commonly themed conversation I seem to have with men. And this week's episode is titled The Secret Life of Married Women. Now, the premise of this conversation is about not just married women, but women that are in long-term partnerships who tend to be unfaithful.
Entanglement.
No.
Transgress.
Entanglements.
Now when I hear men say this, I can't believe it, because obviously women have halos, right? But then it just got to the point where I had to kind of accept that actually this is going on a lot more than I probably would like to admit. So I've been a married woman. I've never been unfaithful. Well, I was never unfaithful in my relationship. So this isn't a topic that I can directly relate on, but it's something that... But it is something that I think is very much worth a conversation, because I think for the most part, there generally does seems to be a little bit of a halo effect when it comes to women. And also as well, we tend to hear more about the activities of
Men. Because not you lot, because it's not you, but women, you lot do the Black Widow thing and have multiple identities.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just what I'm saying is that you lot are good at hiding stuff, innit?
Alter egos.
Yeah. Women are. I feel like women are better than men are.
What, cheating?
Yeah, but
100%.
But I would say that I'll put that on the third party though, in the sense of like, when women cheat, women are cheating with men, and men are very simple with like, all right, this is when I'm seeing you, cool, I'm not going to bother you when I don't see you. And then when men cheat, the woman starts to feel a little bit of entitlement, and now the transgressions become public.
The waters get muddy.
I feel like maybe it's because women are used to showing their expressions a bit more, so they know how to control it a bit more when they're deceiving.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, that the attention to detail that we love about you is also the thing that like
the poker face.
Yeah.
The
You see,
poker face.
they
like,
do that.
He ain't gonna pay attention to
Yeah.
this, so let me just.
When you don't get hurt, it comes. But you see when it stop. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's
With men,
dangerous.
I'm cool.
Yeah, word.
I'm cool. Stone cold killers.
Cold killers. Okay, so to the panel, has anybody had an experience where they have had a entanglement with a woman who has either been married or been in a long-term relationship?
Probably. I think. Maybe. Yeah, I must do. Maybe.
That means he didn't. Oh, she's
Well, yeah.
good. She's
Maybe,
good.
no, I'm thinking.
She's good.
Maybe. Not married though.
But
Never married, but definitely somebody else's. Yeah, 100%. I'm 42. That's happened. It's definitely happened.
That's 100%.
Definitely happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Why do you? Okay, it's either happened or it's.
No, it's definitely happened. It's definitely happened.
happened.
Yeah, it's definitely happened.
Okay.
I don't want to incriminate myself too much. But I'm saying it definitely. Yeah, I think
I
so.
hear it.
Allegedly.
I hear it.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, so how?
So I've heard.
Okay, so allegedly in this situation, then, how did you find yourself in it, and what kind of made you?
What, stay in it?
Yeah. I think we.
Tell the truth.
No, I'll go first. No, trying to be as vague as possible. I think there was a conversation once, many moons ago. There was a conversation once with someone, and the someone didn't tell me about the other someone straight off the bat, and then it wasn't until after the fact that it became apparent that there was a someone, and then by then it was like, cool, whatever, and then it was just, and then it's for us,
right,
when we get in them kind of situations, it's like, all right, cool, because we're not
invested.
It's not that we're not invested, we're like, it's not us, because I was free at the time to do whatever I was doing, so it's not
my problem.
I'm not doing
100%.
anything wrong.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's not for me. I don't have to feel bad for the dude because it's not.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with me.
I owe you nothing.
Yeah.
But why would you
1000%.
say that you're not doing something wrong when you're partaking in
Because I didn't
a
know.
home wrecking situation?
I didn't know there was a home to wreck.
But when you did know,
Too late.
why is it too late?
Well, technically, the home is already wrecked.
It's already done.
Hold on. No, go on. I've got an analogy.
Damage is
I've got an
analogy.
I've got one. It's like
Go ahead.
if we rob a bank, right, and I buy you something out of the stolen money,
Yeah.
and you love what I've bought you, and then you find out it's stolen, it's too late because you love it. You're not going to return it, are you?
Go on. Let me see this. Because you ain't got no receipt.
No, you're not going to return it. Oh, I can't. I'm not. It's tainted. It's stolen. I don't want it. You're going to return it.
It depends on what it is.
No, but just
Let's be real.
That
for the
bag
sake of the
you always
argument, no
want.
matter what it is,
No, but the thing is, it could be something so, I don't know, expensive that
not gonna run it back.
I could potentially get.
you're not going to run it back. Once we've tripped and fallen,
Yeah, it's like it's over.
we're here now,
It's
innit?
over.
So you fell in love.
No, whoa.
Whoa.
You said
No, I
tripped and
said
fell.
I was saying tripped and fell. Like
That's a heavy.
I tripped, she fell.
There's different kinds of trips.
Not like
Okay.
I didn't say I fell in.
Oh right, okay. When you said fell, I just assumed
Just
that
you
it
did
was
it. You
like
did it.
love.
You did assume.
That was a hit. That was crazy.
You jumped. You hopped straight over. Zoop.
So, but the thing is, like you're saying that the home, we were both saying like the home was already wrecked, right? But wasn't there ever like an element of like guilt, kind of?
No.
From who? Me?
From us, from you.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, I've had this situation like more than once.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was
So you're a serial home wrecker sometimes.
No, that's not my problem. Like it's like I'm not being funny. I was a lot younger.
I'm with you. I'm not with
I
you.
was a lot younger, and one of them was with a married woman, and
Okay.
the other one was just with a young lady who was in a relationship. Which one do you want to hear about first? Because there's two different reasons.
Okay,
You
let's talk about the one that was in a relationship, and we'll touch on the marriage one afterwards.
The young lady. All right. That one, yeah, was just started off as like flirting. So like it was just like aimless flirting. What I felt like it was at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously I knew she was in a relationship or whatever not. And it seemed like pretty serious. If you ask my opinion of her and her relationship, it was very serious. Innit?
Okay.
So like it never even crossed my mind at the time. Obviously she was an attractive lady. You know what I'm saying? So but she does this like aimless flirting thing, but it was like her and her friends kind of done
Yeah.
this flirting. So yeah, I'll flirt back, you understand? So over time, you start to realize, like I said, there's a group of us. So there might be about 3 or 4 of her friends. And then it's like me and 2 of my boys or whatever. But then you start to realize the flirting became a bit more direct between me and this individual.
We're
Right,
playing.
okay.
There's a game here. Okay.
So we flirt. You understand? So, but again, you don't really think anything of it. Because again, it's mad because I had her up
A
here.
ceiling.
Like I really thought.
Well,
like,
you didn't think that she was achievable.
Nah,
Interesting.
I didn't even think that. You understand? And it's mad because at that time in my life, like I thought a lot was achievable. So I kind of really put her.
Is that because you just assumed that she was just happy in her setup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't in terms of her looks. It wasn't like, oh, she's too nice for me. It was just more of a case of that she was already.
Oh no.
Okay, no, I'm just clarifying.
Beg your pardon.
I'm just.
That's, you know what, that is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
We need to have that conversation one day.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that'll be
punching
interesting.
and all that.
Yeah, about punching
yeah.
above weight and stuff.
That's good, and that's not from a big-headed stance.
No.
by the way. It's not nothing to do with what I think I look like. It's just I believe that. I mean, everything's achievable. So, but yeah, I just thinking that she's like very loyal. This is
Right,
her
with
kind
you.
of pattern, if you know what I'm saying. So, but then it turned into this, like I said, flirting, but it became regular, and it started to intensify, if you know what I'm saying. And then how it became apparent to me was one of her friends said something to me.
About her.
No, not even about her, just about the way we flirt.
Right. Okay.
And then it kind of just planted that in my mind. I'm like,
Yeah.
But again, I'm not going in for the kill. I'm just, you understand? Till one night,
On the periphery.
I mean, we're kind of just flexing a bit, doing the usual link-ups that we do.
Okay.
And we found ourselves alone, and it kind of just went there.
You tripped and she fell.
Yeah. I didn't like that. When I tripped, done a few roly-polies. You understand? But it's mad because, again, like while it was like going down, I'm shocked, you know.
So was this a one-time thing, or did this continue?
No, this got...
But you know,
this became an entanglement.
Oh, a full entanglement.
Yeah. And I met the brother, you know.
you let him.
Yeah,
But this, I was going to say,
I spud him everything.
this is,
Like,
it
What,
might,
they're still
they
now?
might have had a.
Hi, this
like,
is my brother.
They
This
might have had an arrangement. They might have had an
I don't
arrangement.
know what they had, but what I mean is like during
Right,
that
the
time
arrangement.
I had met him. Like I've been around him. And to this day, I still see him, well, go on, you good.
Yeah, they might have. I know a couple married couples that have got
do you know?
like arrangements where they can go off and the woman can do whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been. I know a
I
couple.
feel
Like,
like that's got to be said though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
got to be
yeah,
said.
there's been a
100%.
few. There's been a few like over the years. Oh yeah, it's fine. Even before the whole whatever McGee. What is it?
Polygamy?
Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever McGee, whatever it is. But even before all of that, it's like sometimes it's a thing, man. They want to.
But this is it, like I don't feel guilty about that. I never felt guilty at no point because it's as
So what? So even when you see him and you're spudding him, there's no.
The game is the game, man.
no, I feel like he's not with her. No.
The game is the game.
They're not even together.
Okay.
Yeah, so
The
don't
game
even
is a
matter.
game until it's yours.
even
Until
matter.
it's your thing, isn't it?
No, it's still the game.
The game is the game.
The game is still the
The
game.
game is
It's
the
still the
game.
game.
Even if it's
Even
your,
if it's
so even if it's your woman,
I've
the
been
game is
cheated
still
on.
the
The game
game.
is the game.
Do you
I've
know
been
it,
cheated on.
Do you know it is, Dionne, though? It's like,
It's still the game.
if that's not my guy, like if that's not my dog,
It doesn't matter. You owe that person no loyalty at all. I don't know who you are.
the woman owes him
If
loyalty
you're
though.
trying to sit here and say, do I think it's right? I'm not saying that I think it's right.
But the game is the game.
It's the game is the game. And like I said, you can't sit there and say the game is the game until it's mine. It's the same rules apply.
Because you can't come to me as a man
Yeah,
and have a conversation with me. You have to have a conversation with your
1,000.
You can't call me and say, oh,
Yeah, but men do that though, don't they?
yeah, but you,
and that's weird.
and that's weird. You can't call me and have a conversation with me when it's your
wife.
If your wife or your girlfriend didn't tell me about you, and then you find out there's something happening,
Don't
and I
even
s-
call me.
And hold on, I say me,
I ain't got credit.
both cameras. I'm saying me, but I'm saying me in the hypothetical.
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Okay. So it right. The eyes, I saw that. Right. So if she doesn't tell me about him, he cannot come to me and have a conversation with me and come to me as a man and say, my brother. I said, well, this is very awkward for me, but you need to talk to your partner.
Yeah.
Because
1,000%.
Like, don't get me wrong, I very much agree with that. Even in the reverse sense, like I would never go out of my way to contact the woman and say anything. Because at the end of the day, like you said, she doesn't owe me anything. So the disloyalty has obviously come from his part. But I'm just saying, at the point where you're exchanging a spud with this guy,
What do you want me to do?
no, I'm just asking, was there not like a little like butterfly in your stomach or a little bit of a swallow or a
I
little bit
know what
of
she's saying.
perspiration?
a gulp, you know,
There's kind of like a damn. But it's a millisecond. It's like a, but
You got to realize
have a good
this.
day.
Yeah. First of all, like when you're young, when I was young, it was ruthless, innit? Like it's a ruthless era. If you got what I'm saying, that's one. And two, like you don't feel anything towards it. Like I don't even know you. If you get what I'm saying. Like if that's what she wants to do to you, I don't understand. But you got to remember that he could be doing it to her, and she knows about it. This could be her get back. We don't know whatever. No, I don't. You understand? So I don't feel any emotion when I see
none
it.
of my business.
It's got
nothing to do with me. Whatever you're doing.
Sounds cold.
It's cold world.
reality.
It's a cold world.
reality.
It's a cold world.
And if it happened to me and I knew about it,
cold
I might feel away every time I see the brother.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, he still is not. He owes me nothing.
It's a cold world, man.
You understand? You can sit there and say, yeah, but he knew I had a woman. It's a disrespect. But he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't have to respect me. I don't know you. If you know what I'm saying. So if I'm in a relationship, that onus comes down to my partner, not on every other person that is gonna try. Because we're gonna try. A man is gonna try.
It's an open goal. If the goal's open, I'm gonna shoot the ball.
I'm gonna have a goal.
What every goal?
Not every goal. If it
Just
looks
that
good,
goal.
if it's gonna be a goal of the season, I'm gonna
Trust
shoot the ball, innit?
It's Old Trafford. then
Stace,
we're
no.
going. That was
Yeah.
Okay, Stacey's saying no as well.
Stace went. Psh.
But yeah. So
So okay, so did you ever have a conversation with her and kind of say, you know,
Usually, it's
what are we doing? Why are you doing this?
yeah, because they're not happy. Again, that's not. You don't want to have the You don't want to turn it. It doesn't. You don't want it to turn into a counselling session. I don't want it. We're not going to lie here or sit here and have a conversation about what's going on in your home. Like I don't.
again, it's none of my business.
It's none of my business.
None of my business.
It's none of my business.
Look
And then
around.
it starts getting weird, and
around.
then you're taking the piss.
So now you want to be her therapist and still bone.
No. I'm not saying no. Okay, but
Then you're just manipulating the team.
no, but one second. So at no point did you want to inquire as to
No, why?
We're already here.
I'll give you a joke. Remember,
We're already here.
We're already here.
I'm gonna
Like
give you a joke. There was one time I've been in a situation like that, and the woman would always badmouth
The guy.
the guy, and it put me off. Because you're doing the wrong here as well.
yeah,
You're always over there.
Because see now, that's where the man gene kicked in. Said, "No, I'm gonna stick up for my man."
Yeah,
You're
well,
taking the
Some of the
mic.
things that we're complaining about certain things that he's doing. So here's the joke thing: is she's always talking about she's dissing him all the time, but my man's always at work, always looking after the. Because she's giving me all this information. I'm like, right, so he's always working. He's providing for you. You don't work. He's always coming home looking after. Why are you back?
He says a good man. Still, I'm gonna take that on my man. He's a good
You know
man.
what? He's such a good man. I can't even deal with you no more.
Yeah.
You understand?
So you're okay. So a part of your conscience did kick in at some point then.
Just don't tell me.
Solidarity, innit?
Yeah,
it's
you're like,
weird.
don't
Like,
talk to
why
me
are you talking
about
about another man when
It's not that.
like-
It's not that, innit? It's not that.
You're bang out of order.
that's facts.
He's right though. He's right because it's not because it's, and I feel that sometimes this is where situationships get techie because you're doing too much of the other stuff. Like I don't want to know about anything else. A lot of it. Sometimes it's different because you can end up being a genuine friend with the person, and it's different because no matter what happens now, if you don't stop seeing each other, you're gonna still remain friends. Like it does happen. Yeah. So in those instances, it's a little bit different. But for the 95% of the time, you don't want to hear like she doesn't want to hear that I'm having a bad day. You don't want to. How was your day?
Too intimate.
How was your day? It was all right. Even if it was bad, do you know what I mean? Even if it was bad, you're not gonna say, "Oh, do you know what? I got clamped. The British gas.
Yeah.
This is happening. I'm in my overdraft.
Don't wanna hear
Baby
that.
mother's stressing me out. Work's digging me out. Do you know what I mean? You're not. It's not that.
That's
so
not what
if
we're
it
doing.
starts getting, because then it turns into another relationship. Yeah. When you're always ringing the person and you're like having these dialogues and it's how's your day, and you go away from it. You've dumped on me now. Now I've got to carry this around. You might be with somebody. Now you're going to go back home. You've got to deal with that in your house. They're going to dump on you. So now you've got two people dumping on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be an escape for
Right.
them and you. Even if they are the ones that instigated it, it's still supposed to be an escape for you.
okay.
So it's, when that dynamic starts shifting, and it starts turning into a love relationship, it's long.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I hear that. So has anybody tripped and fell in love in one of their...
Situationships.
Nah.
Nope.
Maybe. All right, maybe actually. Not in love,
haven't.
but you get fond of people, innit?
Oh, you can get fond of
You
it.
get fond
but-
of people.
But this again, that falls into the. I
No,
guarantee you, when you've done that,
You got a techie.
you was doing too much. You was asking, "How was your day?" I was calling just for no reason. Like you can't. Like if we're gonna do this,
Yeah, 100%.
then just let's keep it to that, innit?
Yeah.
Let's not get
100%.
too personal. The moment you do that, and look, I'm not sitting here. I'm not trying to advocate for this.
Yeah,
By the
well,
way,
yeah,
I'm not trying to.
try
but
this.
I'm just trying to say. You understand? But
So I'm not trying to advocate. I mean, do whatever makes you happy, innit?
well, there's that too. You understand? But
If this is what makes you happy, do whatever
I
makes
don't
you
want
happy,
you to
innit?
think, I'm not trying to just say, yo, promote, do it. That's not
the-
what I'm trying to But what I'm trying to say is, if you are going to do it, don't break the rules.
Yeah, word.
Okay, so what are the rules?
Don't make it personal.
Yep.
This is purely transactional.
Yeah, don't make it. This is, you definitely got a male heavy panel today, boy. Don't make it personal. Don't feel like you own the person or you're
Entitled.
you're entitled to.
Stacey looks stressed.
No, but it's because do you know what I mean? Like it's,
100%.
if it's what it is, if it's what it is, then it has to stay as that. If it's turning into something else, then whoever's with somebody has to leave that other person, and you lot go and you start whatever. But you cannot try and juggle.
You're gonna
come unstuck.
You're
It's
gonna,
long.
You're gonna cause more problems in
Yeah,
your life.
it's long, and then
You're gonna
it's
bring
long.
more stress into your life.
I think this actually highlights how men get caught cheating though.
Because they try and have two
Because
things.
when they do the whole, oh, I had a long day at work, British gas, this and that, when they now go back home to their partners or their wives and they ask the same questions and you're like, I've already done this.
I've already done this.
Like, oh, like, I don't want to talk. Like,
I'm vexed.
chicken?
Yeah, I'm
For
vexed.
dinner?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
vexed.
tired of having chicken. Like, that's where that starts.
You understand? Your poor woman just wants to know how you've been.
Yeah, like
you
she's
just
like,
spilled
what's
it
going
all
on?
to the next.
You talk to me every day, and that's where the inconsistencies come in. Because you talk to me every day. What do you mean you don't want? Like, what do you mean your day was all right? Nothing happened at work.
Yeah, because you already had the. It's true because you already had the conversation.
Okay, so Kardo, so you were speaking earlier about you had a situation with a married woman.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know that one.
Was there a big age gap with that one?
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. She was about 9-10 years older than me, and she's married.
Okay.
And this came out of like nowhere. I've seen her display picture on my friends. Like I know her little cousin and whatever not. So you know.
Right, who's that?
Who's that? Yo, looking Chris. You understand? But you can see that she's I don't want to say like older woman.
But she was older than
yeah,
you.
you could see that. I mean, she's older than me. So obviously, you're just trying to wind up your friend. So, yo, who's that? She's like, oh, it's my older cousin, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, yeah, she look good, man. Like, yo, you start doing it, yo, you know what I mean? Did she get a good morning message? Just tell her I said hello.
Yeah.
She don't even know, man. I'm just being an idiot at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, like an hour or two later, she's hit me back like, yo, she said, Ada. I said, oh, what? Absolutely. Absolutely. I felt like I hit the jackpot. You understand? So you get to talking or whatever not. And no, but her cousin's giving me all the info. Like she's telling me she's how I knew she was like 10 years older than me. She's how I knew she was married and all them things. So in my mind, I'm just thinking, oh yeah, your cousin's just trying to tease me. Let me mad the little boy's head. You understand? You understand? But so again, she started flirting and all these things, and we're talking over the. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, because
Well,
it gives
yeah. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand. But we're talking or whatever not. But then, like, we're reasoning proper. We're having decent convos, and she's a lot older than me, so she's having like convos at a level where, like, I wasn't even having. You
So
understand?
how old were you at the time?
I'm about.
I was 17. I was 17 years old.
I'm gonna have to interject here on behalf of my client and just
Yeah. I was young.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Objection.
Don't worry about it.
Objection.
I need a solicitor for these
No, do you
questions.
know? Do you know what I was asking, because I was just trying to work out how much of a power dynamic we have.
You know what? It's not. And it's mad you were going to say that, because I was going to say it's not. There's something about an older married woman. See the confidence level.
Do you see?
It's different, especially if they've been married for like 10 years, 15 years. They're confident. They know what they want. If that situates, if that's not working for them, like they will go out and they will find
1,000%.
something that is working for them, even if it's now, I'm going to stay here, but I'm still going to do this. Like I want to say it's predatory, but
You know.
And it's mad because it's right in saying that, because you know all my life I've been like a confident guy. Like I've always, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been the go for what I want. But when it came to her now, it's like, yo, like this.
You feel like that's
older
this big woman. That's
Like,
a big
she wants
woman.
me. Like,
right.
yeah. So like, part of me's feeling I'm the man. That's the first of all, I'm definitely the man. Yeah, you understand? But like, I'm trying to learn something. You understand? She's, you know what I mean? This is a very experienced woman as far as I'm concerned, if you get what I'm saying. And then, like I said, the level of conversation is much more than what I'm getting from
women your
your
own
age-
age.
your age mates.
my age mates. So I'm like, yo, this is proper stuff. You understand? Even when she's telling me like her career things and the house and all that, I'm like, bro, let me not. Yeah, I don't want to cuss. Sorry. You understand? So you see where I was going. So anyway, that was where the fascination came. But I just thought, again, you don't get carried away. I'm thinking maybe I'm just someone that she likes to talk to. Until one day she's saying, yo, come see me. So I'm like, how? like how? Like I definitely will. You understand? But how? You married, you live with your husband and all these things. She's like, nah, he's not here. He's not gonna be here for. You know what I
do
mean?
you know how wild it is to cheat in your house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
understand?
savage.
And that's see, this is what I'm going with it. I was in her house.
Do you know how mad that is?
Seeing pictures on the wall, all these things.
Do you know how
you
mad?
understand?
Nah,
Yeah, no, but the thing is-
she's definitely not happy.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
you know
In your
what?
house.
I've heard this a few times. This is the thing. Like I've heard this a few times about men going into, married women or women's homes, and there's wedding pictures on the wall. The pictures of the kids are there, family pictures, holiday pictures, and they also end up in the marital bed.
That's mad.
But I think there's 2 points to that. One, it's if you're younger, she probably knows that more often than not, you're probably still living at home. And then 2, if she's inviting you into her house, there's definitely a level of spite there.
Yeah,
so she's
100%.
definitely
Yeah,
unhappy.
I feel
You know,
like, yeah.
listen, do you know how dangerous that is? Suppose I've gone there and my man walks back in.
Not even that. Neighbours.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
Neighbours.
my
Because
God. Yo.
the curtain twitches.
Yeah.
At number 75, she's got somebody else going around there. Oh, Pete.
Look at that.
Look, Pete.
Look at that. Hoovering the lawn.
Yeah, look, Pete.
Yeah, me.
I told you she'd do it again. Nah, it's scary, man.
So, yeah, that was mad. So, obviously, like, I've gone there and whatever not. But in a sense, like, when I look back at it, I don't know what would have led her there. Because, like, again, I'm not a man. I'm not going to get too deep into your stuff. I don't really want to know why. You understand? I just assumed that he was a bit unhappy.
What's that song, When a Woman's Fed Up?
When a woman's, I know we're not doing R. Kelly. Come on.
Huh? Oh, was that an R. Kelly song?
Yes.
Nah, he's got bangers still. I don't care.
I just feel like you and me she's
Right.
confused. Because imagine we'll go through phases where...
Nah, he's got bangers. I don't care.
Nah, he does.
Facts.
He does.
No, well, I admit it. Well, who's going to tell me anything? What are they going to do? Drag me? Ooh.
Yeah,
Fisher said he
Twitter's
said
gonna
he
have
likes
a
R.
field
Kelly.
day.
He's still listening
Nah,
to
but
R. Kelly
I don't
songs.
think nobody doesn't admit that he's got bangers. He's
got bangers.
Of course he's got.
Nah,
When a Woman's Fed Up is a big
When a
tune.
woman's
you gotta go on Twitter
And
and,
it
see
fits
how
this.
they drag him. Though.
Nothing you can do about it.
Right. Prosecco in hand.
Yeah, he's hard. He's got hard.
Big guy.
You get me?
But yeah, nah.
I
Go
think
on.
she was a bit confused. You understand? Because, like I said, so imagine I've seen her that time. I've seen her a few other times or whatever. Not now. Remember, I'm a big secret now. You understand? And not only that, I'm a
Young big secret.
big secret. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So I've seen her a few times, and then it would just go blank. Don't hear from her again. You understand? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then like I'll bump into her because she wasn't local to me.
Right,
You
okay.
understand? Then I'd bump into her. Yo, how you doing? But when I'm seeing her, it's kids, everything. I'm seeing the whole family. Like I'm just, yo, how you doing? You get me?
So how did that make you feel though? Like for her just to kind of pick you up and drop you As and when she wanted.
No, listen, you I mean, like it sounds like
Like
what you
that.
said
It does
there, but
sound
in
like
your
that.
mind, I just, you know what I
Like
mean,
whatever.
I had my
Shout
bit.
when you're
you
ready.
understand?
Word.
So,
Break glass in case of
yeah,
emergency.
you know, I didn't feel picked up and dropped. You understand? I felt like I had my moment, and you found your peace with your husband again. That's is what it is. You understand? But when I'm seeing her now, and then boom, that night messaging. Oh, it was nice to see you.
Oh, you look nice
again.
earlier.
Yeah, it just brought back all the memories, and I'm like,
I
right.
had flashbacks.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
But you see why? Let me tell you where. You see when that happened, power shift. I didn't feel like the young boy no more. I was like, yeah, I'm in control of this.
Okay.
You understand? Because I know, like you're battling something, not me.
Okay, so at no point in this transaction, this little entanglement, so you didn't have any kind of feelings for her at all?
No.
Okay, so you
I've blatantly been sprung a few times, not gonna lie.
I hear it.
You know, like I said, you know,
100%.
I was wild at the fact that she was an older woman and she was
100%.
married and all that. Yeah, but
100%.
feelings is a bit deep.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
it's
Feelings is a bit deep. Like, and I feel like she was smart enough to never make it get to that.
100%.
It had nothing to do with me. I think she was smart enough to make it get to
Okay.
that. Like we'd rap a bit.
You're the ideal.
Yeah, you understand?
So essentially, do you think there was, I don't want to say grooming.
No, not grooming.
No, can't do that.
No, don't
Yeah, that's a
turn
bit
it.
harsh,
Don't say grooming.
Not grooming, but the thing is, she could have found somebody more around her age.
But she didn't want
But
somebody.
that
with
Yeah,
her.
no,
would've
but
been
what I'm
peak.
saying is, but then what is, because the thing is, like, no judgment, do your thing. I'm not saying that, but I'm just trying to, like, she could have found a man that wasn't as young as you.
Maybe she looked and she didn't like that one, and she found Kardo.
Maybe that's what. Maybe that's.
Maybe she looked.
It would have
Alright.
incriminated her more as well.
Like, yo,
Done it already. Come on, you done the thing already.
the cousin must have told us.
Like, no, that's my guy. Like, yeah, that's my guy.
No, but you got to think about it is she might have, if she did look for something more in her age bracket, then she might have, it might have got deeper.
There you
And
go.
you know what, as
It might have
well,
got deeper. She might know with me it could have never have been that.
and she might have been wanting to look for something and not, and then you just gone bing, and she's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna run with this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta remember, she might not even have had the chase. You gotta remember, I've openly, who's that? That might have been thrilling. I don't know. I can't answer. But you got there's many different things that could have led her.
It's definitely not grooming. Don't do that.
Yeah, grooming's
okay,
mad.
okay.
Don't do that.
I hit her up. Don't be like that.
Okay.
I'm defending her.
Strike that from the record. Strike that from the record,
good,
please.
you good, you good.
Strike that. Strike that.
I know.
Please.
I just feel like with large age gaps, I just feel like there is a power dynamic imbalance
I hear it.
when it comes to, and not just women, obviously, you know, with men as well. So this is why I just wanted just to kind of throw it out there.
Do you know what I think it is that we think though? I think when it's the other way around, we tend to think that it's worse. So when it's an older guy with a younger girl, as men,
Yeah,
we'll go
for
later.
sure.
That's later. That's
you know
bad.
that's
When it's an older woman with a younger guy, we're like, boy, the game is the game.
You know,
Isn't it?
it's just in hindsight with that. Let me tell you what, that's a big fact
W.
because you got to think about with the kids. If my daughter did something like that, listen,
Wilding.
I'd be fuming. If my son did, I'm not saying I wouldn't want my son to do something like that. But if he did,
You would be
I'm
more
more of a
tolerable.
like,
It's different.
Lenient.
yeah, you understand.
It's
like,
different. And the mad thing is, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exact
We're
same.
conditioned now to a
Yeah.
point where you're like, nah, man.
I
Like,
might have more of a like, yo, like, what can you offer her? More, it's more of a lighter like, I'll still play it down to him, like, yo, like, just understand that, don't fall in too deep. You understand? But what can you offer her? Blah, blah, blah.
Conversation's different.
But you see, if it's my girl,
That's yeah.
my daughter, it's different. Yo, my man's taking liberties. I might have to catch him.
it's mad,
You
yeah.
understand? So
So as we're kind of on that topic about age gaps in relationships, so other than your 10-year gap situation, has anybody, I'm talking to the men here, has anyone had any kind of similar type of wide age gap situation? So they've all been around your age?
Yeah.
What's wide?
As in like
Over
maybe
5 years?
no, not 5, like maybe 10.
Yeah, I said over 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you might want to move your braids from your ears.
No.
You can't hear
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying.
Yeah.
Sweep? No, you don't want to sweep it?
Anyway, Jonas.
Yeah.
What, over 5?
10.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
But I didn't think, because she
How old
looked
were you?
younger.
Yeah, but I was about to say,
21.
Oh,
20.
So like year ago, 2 years ago.
wow.
So how do you
But that's
Wait.
but that's
Wait,
because
wait.
they definitely thought you were older than you are.
That
2 years.
and
Wait. How old are
He's
you, bro?
21.
I'm 22.
He's
I'm 22.
Yeah, he's 22.
So yeah,
His dad's my age.
yeah.
Okay.
Why?
So it was that. So people thinking I'm older than I am, and because of that apparent thing, never even asking me my age.
yeah.
Right.
And then me seeing someone that looks like she's only like 2 or 3 years older than me, and me not asking her age. And then things happen, and now it's like you're talking about certain things that don't like coincide with my age bracket, like mortgage and stuff. I'm like, wait, how old are you?
How old are you? And then it come up, and by then it's too late because you tripped.
Yeah, like it's done, and it's like now it's a bit of a whoa, but before that it was a whole vibe.
It was okay. Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
a decent conversation.
So, did you develop any feelings
No.
in that situation?
No.
So was it like quite a short term thing?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
It would have been longer though if the age thing didn't come up.
Yeah, probably. I have to admit. Yeah.
And you got to remember, there's different points of, and I think the age you're at is a very vital thing. You understand? And then not only just that, like when you start being promiscuous and all these things, you understand? I think all of that plays a part into how you adapt to the situation. If you get what I'm saying, like in regards to me, like I was wild from young.
Yeah.
You understand? So like, and I don't. It's not like something that I don't think you should brag about these things. If you know what I'm saying, but it's a fact. If you know what I'm saying. When I look back, if people ask you about it, I'm very honest about it.
Yeah.
But you see, when you see certain people react to a story, I'm like, yo, it's just like it's not something that you should be sitting here bragging about.
Yeah, no,
if you know
definitely
what I'm
not.
saying. So, but because you've gone through it at such a young age and you're kind of numb to certain things. You get me?
Would
This
you be
is
saying this
normal.
if you were on Talk Your Truth?
Huh?
Would you be saying the same thing if you were on Talk Your
No,
Truth?
100%. I've spoken about some of these things here. You
No,
understand?
but I mean, as in like, because I feel like you've been very measured and
because we don't swear on here.
Yeah, you got to remember on Talk Your Truth, I'm a bit loud, I'm a bit bad mannered. I'm a swear, you understand? But you know what it is? Yeah, it's more that's lighthearted. This is more like serious. I can tell you about my experiences, but you kind of speak of it from a more mature kind of point of view. Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. So
yeah, I guess it's at your big age, isn't it?
at your big age, you understand? And you got to remember, like I said, it's a fact because we're talking about a story from back then, and I don't think the same. If you get what I'm saying, I totally don't think the same. As much as I can sit there and that situation with the married woman, I'm speaking to you about my thoughts from that.
From that,
part.
yeah.
But if my friend at that age was doing that, I'll be saying to her, "What are you doing?"
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying. So that's why you're getting this level.
Okay. All right. So before we wrap up, then, hypothetically, obviously, because obviously everybody here is in relationships, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but you know, hypothetically, is it something that you could potentially do again?
Will it rain next week?
I love that. It's real though. It's real.
It could happen,
I
isn't it?
like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that
Has our mentality changed?
Have you learned
Has
your
our-
it's
lesson?
not even about mentality, but it's because no one has really said they've had a bad experience from it, right?
No.
So no one's been hurt. No one's, unless, I don't know, as long as everyone's been honest, but no one's really been hurt. No one's really had their heart broken. So,
Sorry, I don't want to cut you. But I feel like, and like it's just an opinion, it might be different if it wasn't a male-dominated cast panel.
1,000%.
I feel like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
remember
the
when
answers
I'm
will
younger,
change.
like that doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying, I don't expect anything. I don't feel like I'm about to be. I'm gonna commit to my life to this. If you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my one and done. If that,
If anything, the
You're going
fact
to
that
be a
I've
bit more
even
vulgar.
penetrated this sphere means I would never do it anyway.
you understand? So
Like, if you even made it there, it's like, well, I wouldn't even really consider being with you because I've done this. So who's to say you won't do it to me?
And I think it's mad. Like if I'm out here messing with you and you're in a relationship, why am I putting myself in a position where I can get hurt? To me,
True.
that doesn't make no sense.
True.
You understand? I know what you're involved in.
True.
If you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, again, this is just my opinion. When a woman's in something, a lot of the time you're gonna know that she's in a relationship. A man might lie to you about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's facts. That's actually facts.
You understand? So I can see where a woman could fall deeper. And like I said, I don't want to. I can only speak from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Because obviously people could. I mean, but from what I've seen, a man will lie more about being in a relationship. A woman will tell you, "I've got my man, but I just want liquor."
And you know the thing is, it's mad to even say that because I've seen people be honest to women and say, "No, I got a partner," and they're still
they want you more.
100.
They want you more.
Yeah.
Because it's social proof.
Yeah. Because if you've already
got-
passed somebody
yeah.
else's test, so
Then what's about this? Let me see.
And then just that's a whole nother because then they say it's cool, and then all of a sudden I
Turns
feel
into
like
something
I
else.
can take you.
A
for
man's
your woman
biggest
and
game is his wedding ring.
what you do.
yeah.
A man's biggest game is his wedding ring.
100%,
You
100%.
understand? But
100%.
But that's a whole
It's a whole other
different
topic.
car.
Okay. All right. So,
Conversation.
any kind of parting words of, guidance or support for anyone, man, that might be, considering taking on,
Taking on what?
you know,
Before I say anything,
Nope.
I got one.
What, go on.
go on.
Just be honest.
It's a good one.
Love that.
Just be
Be
honest.
honest.
That's a good one.
What you want,
What you don't want,
We don't
the
want.
situation, and what you want.
yeah, just be honest still.
Yeah, because I'm telling you now, if you're honest, if that person's not on it, you've probably saved yourself a bag of stress. You understand?
Yeah.
And if you are on it, happy days
All right.
for you.
And
That's what I'll
if
say.
you make your bed,
You've made your bed.
Yes,
Whatever
accept.
consequences come from that is, but just be honest.
Just be honest.
even with like the dynamic that you were talking about, like going into the married woman's house, it's like
I'm not going in your
a lot. Me either, but at the same time, like your heart will be racing just from like, what if she hasn't got it figured out? What if my man actually comes home
This is what I'm
and
saying.
now
with his
It was-
brethren.
Like as a younger me, that was faultless. Older me, I'm not
right.
doing that. That man, he can't kill you.
With his
yeah,
brethren.
literally.
And you could act tough all you want, but let me tell you something. Yeah,
Scary.
You might wrap him up on a normal day.
Yeah, but
try
on that
fighting
day-
him after he sees you with his
In-
wife
in
in
his
her
house,
bed. It's
yeah.
a bit more.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mad. Yeah, it's crazy.
In my house.
That one
it's
is
not
a
joke.
violation.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Personally, I wouldn't have it. Okay.
I should hope not.
Okay, so that has been At Your Big Age. Thank you to our panel today. So, Kardo, Talk Your Truth podcast.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Jonas, our music producer extraordinaire. Drop your ads, guys.
Have you got like SoundCloud or something?
I got
Am I too
all
old
of
for
it.
that? Am I too old?
Jonas
People
NDS
just-
one, SoundCloud music,
Should put it up on the bottom here.
Yeah.
Apple Music, so that's all of the
Yeah.
platforms. I'm on all of that. But yeah, no,
Okay.
you're not too old for that.
I had to check.
It's good. You're good.
Kardo.
You can find me at Kardo_SG. That's KARDO_SG. You can find us at The Great Syndicate or at Talk Your Truth podcast on all social platforms.
You know where we are.
You know we are. So, I'm Dionne. He's Kieron. At Your Big Age. It's a wrap.
Rap.
Bye.
You're gonna do your clap. You're gonna do your clap.
I'll tell you something.